Jason Peters is on IR. And remember, the Eagles is already without Brooks, and Ike Hiller's out for the season. Tight end Nolan Fent is considered week to week after he sprained his ankle last week.
Stingley, I think, back this week.
But Bills is getting some help. They got newly acquisition cornerback Josh Norman off of IR. He's playing Sunday.
Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so the Bills got... Did the Bills trade for Norman?
Yep. Yes, they did. They traded next year's draft pick for Josh Norman.
Wow. Okay. Interesting move there.
Yeah, he since James Harrison is arguably the dirtiest player in the game.
I could see teams roasting Norman though, because Norman doesn't play man-to-man.
Of course not. He plays dirty.
And see, Buffalo's more of a man-to-man team anyway.
Yep.
They don't play zone
at all.
They don't play zone anyway, unless their safeties are back, or if they're going to play nickel where they can play zone.
Yep.
If they're going to do that, then why even bother getting Josh Norman when they don't even play zone? They're going straight up in their straight base defense.
Yeah, but Josh Norman's been activated from IR. He was put on IR 3 weeks ago. I got him, Mama. Once again, it's in the microwave. It'll be ready in a few moments. I found the TV dinner. Yikes. Well, we're going to put a focal point on the Monday night's game, the Falcons and the Packers, the battle of the two greatest quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers and Matt Ryan.
Well, as we know, as we mentioned at the top of this broadcast, that there could be a possibility of 3 awesome receivers. Could be future Hall of Famers. At least 2 of them are future Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
And Julio Jones and Devontae Adams. If Devontae Adams stays on his current pace.
True.
Calvin Ridley? Not sure yet.
I mean, let's face the facts. And looking at it this way, the Packers is going to be without one on defense. Is going to be without when one of their main defensive players is Clinton Dix.
Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Clinton Dix had played on the Packers in like a few years.
No, of course not. They traded him to Chicago.
And you want to talk about 3-0 teams that are soft? The Bears have the softest 3-0 record I can ever remember. Literally.
Yep.
3-0, the softest 3-0 I've ever seen.
True.
Because normally if you're 3-0, you've had at least 3 tough games.
Yep. And right now, Tennessee is one of the 7 teams who are still undefeated.
And like I said, the softest 3-0 ever.
Yep.
Let's see. Eagles, do we have an Eagle sighting somewhere? I don't see them.
Oh.
Oh, wait. They tied the Bengals last week. Never mind.
Yep.
And here's the weird part. Well, not really weird. The Eagles are in a winnable division. So they can be 0-2-1 and watch the Washington football team, the pathetic and crappy New York football Giants, and
who are sitting 0-4 in their division right now.
And the Dallas Cowgirls, who are 1-2.
And so are the New Orleans Saints.
That division is winnable, and if the Eagles can ever find themselves.
And looking at the AFC South, the Titans are still sitting at the top of the division at 3-0. This is the first time they still, yeah.
But the question is, for how much longer?
Since their bye week is now 3 weeks early,
this weekend
is a bye week for them now.
Getting moved back. Look at what they have the next 3 before they play the Steelers.
They still got to play the Texans, and they got to play the Jets.
Buffalo next week.
Yeah, they got to play the Bills, which means they're going against Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm. And then the following week after that,
Houston, which means they're going to see Deshaun Watson again.
Game in 4 weeks. So we will find out where this football team is after the Houston game, before they play the Steelers. If the Titans can get to 4-1, or if they somehow get to 2-0 in the division and still with an unblemished record before they play Pittsburgh, that's pretty good.
Yep.
But I don't see that happening. But if they can win the division,
Yep.
if they can somehow win the division and not get stuck having to make it the last day just to make it into the postseason,
Yep.
that would really help them. Because having to try to fight your way for the last spot in the playoffs, your road is not easy.
Nope. Especially when it comes down to it, the way it is, determined on their season record before is determined how they're going to be in the playoffs. Because looking at it right now, the Giants are already eliminated.
Now instead of 2 wild cards, you have 3. You still don't want to get that last spot.
Yeah.
You don't want number 7.
Yep.
Because now number 2 doesn't get a bye week. So
Yep.
basically, the only teams that are getting a bye week are the number 1 seeds in the AFC and NFC. Everybody else, you can have a 12-4, 13-3 record, win your division, and yet still have to play wild card weekend. The way the schedule is set up now, the way the postseason format is set up now.
Yep. And guess who just came out of retirement a few weeks ago?
But is he going to be, can he get in game shape in time?
And I give you a hint. He just recently signed with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In other words, he's back with his main quarterback, Tom Brady.
Yeah, but he's only caught 4 balls this year.
Yep, they got Gronkowski out of retirement. And he's with Tampa Bay with Tom Brady. Because in an interview, Gronk said, wherever Tom goes, I'ma go. And since he retired from New England, Tom Brady was not going to play for New England anymore. He's getting there. He's almost 40. So he went to Tampa Bay. And Tennessee was just close to signing the 6-time Super Bowl MVP. Yep. So Tom Brady's back with one of his main tight end weapons, Rob Gronkowski, at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, Lordy. Boston College just scored. And here comes the 2-point attempt. 45 seconds in the fourth quarter. They screwed up the 2-point conversion. It's 2 points going to North Carolina the opposite direction. Ain't gonna happen. And the final is North Carolina 26, Boston College 22. And in overtime, West Virginia. Yep, West Virginia's leading Baylor 21-14. Baylor's coming back.
And Virginia.
It's West Virginia. Oh, Lordy. Oh, forget about it. By the second OT. The second overtime, West Virginia won 27-21.
Double overtime.
Yep. We ain't seen a multiple overtime since 3 years ago when took 7 overtimes to determine the final score. 7. It took 7 overtimes to determine the winner of one game. I have never seen a game go on for 3 hours with 7 overtimes.
9 yards last week. That's hard to do. Yeah, that's strange.
Yep.
632 yards total offense last week. LSU gave up last week. 9 yards rushing, 623 passing.
Yeah, and Virginia's got 7 players out, and one of their coaches tested positive for COVID.
Yep. That is correct.
Yeah, but you forget.
Let's see what Ole Miss does with their possession of extra time. 42-35 in the first overtime session.
Yeah, that depends. The only way they'll win is they stop the play. Remember, the overtime rules in college ball are different than pro.
5-yard line. Ball starts at the 25 after the second overtime. Of course, we're tied. Overtime 3 on. If we get that far in this game, extra points are out. You must try for 2. And speaking of, any news on the NWFL?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, looking at the schedule, and we had talked about this last week.
Yes, we did.
One of the teams that I think personally, if playing between us, if it comes down to the championship, if it comes down between each conference, the Southwestern Conference and the Southeastern Conference. Now, if playing in determining who wins the Southwestern Conference, let's say Amarillo Tigers win the Southwestern Conference, and if we win the Southeast, we gonna have to go for it in the championships with location be determined.
How are they going to decide? Because I don't think we talked about this last week. I don't think. But I looked at the schedule that you sent me a while back with the playoff format. How many teams are going to actually make it to the field? And you're only going to play one game to determine who wins both championships?
Yeah.
How many teams are going to make the so how many teams would make the playoff and you're only playing a round robin?
That is...
Think about that for a second.
Yep. And that is true.
I mean, think about that.
Yeah, the way the format is.
That
might be some.
If you look at it, you got 2 bye weeks.
Yeah.
You got 2 bye weeks doesn't make your holidays. Fine, I get that. When you get down to the end of the season.
Yep. Kentucky won in overtime.
Kentucky has won extra time, 42-35 over.
No, they won in overtime. The game is over.
42-35, Kentucky over Mississippi.
Yep.
Thank God somebody beat the racists. No pun intended. His moments away.
Yep.
How are they? Because if you look at the high school bracket, they get through 10 weeks, you get the division winners, and you get like the next best records and so on and so forth, and you pare it down to when you cross them over, you get the ones playing the 4s and the 2s playing the 3s.
Yeah.
And then if you somehow get out of that first round, you're going to play at least, the number 1 team against the number 2 on each side. And if you somehow get out of that, you're going to face at least another number 1 seed.
True.
For at least you have at least 4 rounds. I think this year they cut it down to 3.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Thinking on that, unless it's going to be a round robin, which
I don't know how many teams are going to be allowed to get in. How many are going to be in a round robin? They're not going to